So we're fasting. Fasting time again. I cannot believe it. May's wrapping up. But I'm going to start this by telling you guys a testimony. There was a lady who contacted me. I mean, they've been in contact, but they shared something with me, and I told them to disconnect from their parents, from their mother, disconnect from their older siblings and their idolatry associations. Basically, their older siblings were associated with certain deities that made certain covenants with other deities, right? They had made alliances. So I said, if you're the youngest child and your siblings have made covenants, your mother has made alliances, possibly your father made alliances, I recommend that you disconnect from whatever they made alliances with, and you decree and declare that let it be known in the heavens, on the earth, let it be known in every realm that I am in covenant with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Take the courts of heaven and tell God, listen, Lord, you gave them their own will. They chose their alliance with their own given will. But I'm choosing you. Let it be recorded today. Say the date and say that today I'm officially disconnected from any deity, any alliance, any covenant, any oath, any vow my older siblings made, my parents made, to anything other than the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They did that, and they sent me a message and said they saw themselves coming out of a gate. So their dream basically signified that they had officially broken away from association. So glory be to God. And that's actually that prayer is part of the fasting this month. We're going to be dealing with idolatry in the family, the idols, the alliances, the oath, the vows, the covenants that were made before you were born, at your conception, after you were born, after you, all of those covenants, you have to deal with them, okay? And so we're fasting for 3 days, 12 hours every single day. You can do, if you work night shift, figure out how to still fast your 12 hours. But for the most part, it is from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. in the evening. We're going to be fasting for 3 days. You can drink water. If you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, maybe you could do the Daniel fast, eat vegetables and fruits, or just ask your pediatrician or your OBGYN how to modify your fast. But for the most part, those of you who are able-bodied, please fast to break away from things that do not align to you anymore, that don't serve you anymore, but serve those that came before you. And yes, so 3-day fasting. The specifics are this. The psalm for meditation is going to be Psalm 121. That's a really good psalm. So Psalm 121. And then the second aspect of this fasting is disconnecting from the family idols, the totems, the family associations, the alliances. Like some people have things like, in my family, the lion is our alliance, or we are the tribe of the snakes, the tribe of the monkeys. All of those things are connected to demonic entities, and you have to make it clear spiritually that you no longer belong to that stuff. Otherwise, their influence persists and persists in your life until you make it officially clear that no more. You can use the prayer I made last week, and the prayer, you can find it on YouTube under the post tab. The prayer is called Prayer for When a Parent Has Chosen Idol Worship. Okay, so you want to use that. Now, in the Bible, there is an instance, and that is 2 Chronicles chapter 15, where King Asa decided that he would serve the Lord his God, and his mother refused to come in agreement with that. Like, she wanted to worship Asherah, the goddess of fertility. And when King Asa found out that his mother chose a different deity, chose to worship an idol, he deposed her of her position, right? And so you may ask yourself, where in the Bible, Primrose, did it say that I can disconnect spiritually from my parents and their idols? King Asa did it. You can do it too. We are kings and priests to our God, ransomed by the blood of Jesus Christ. If your parents worship the moon, the stars, Jupiter, Neptune, all these different things, it influences you. It puts you in bondages that you can't even explain. Okay, so to make it official, I recommend before you start praying against the idolatry in your families, the witchcraft in your families, disconnect spiritually. The prayer is specifically for disconnecting spiritually from our guardian, a parent who is in alliance with other gods, small g. Okay, now you cannot fight something that is part of you. You cannot fight something that exists in you. That is why you want to make it officially clear spiritually that you have disconnected from the alliances, the oaths, the vows that your parents made or are still making, and that you belong to God. Like, I belong to God and nothing else. And once you've done the disconnecting officially, especially through prayer and fasting, because we're fasting, now you can say, Lord, judge every idol in my family, judge every shrine, temple, everything that is pulling my family into blindness, into deafness, into muteness, everything that is plundering their wealth, their destiny, their talents, their gifts, judge it. We're going to use the book of Nahum chapter 1. So within Nahum chapter 1, there's plenty of verses you can use to ask God to judge the idols in the family after disconnecting from them successfully. And you can also use Psalm chapter 103, verse 6. Do not forget to give the widows, the orphans, and those who cannot help themselves. Do not forget to pray at the gates, the gate times, right? I'm going to attach the gate times at the end of this video, but it's very important that when you're fasting, you are giving. When you're fasting, you are praying. Fasting is a spiritual thing. You are afflicting your soul to ask God for spiritual assistance. Your first request, your first ask is, Lord, disconnect me officially from the idols in my family, from the covenants in my family, the alliances that go contrary to your word, that go contrary to you. I choose you. Again, for meditation, it is Psalm 121. All right. God bless you and empower you as you fast. Yes. All right. Bye.